It's finally time for you to get out of mid-ladder in Clash Royale. We have all been stuck in mid-ladder at least some point, and it is the worst thing to experience. Because in mid-ladder, you are constantly running into Mega Knights every other game, possibly more than that, and just the most outlandish decks you could ever think of. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you 5 of the best tips I could think of to get you out of mid-ladder. And if you think my opinion's invalid, that's okay, but to back myself up, I did finish Ultimate Champion this past season, so. Anyways, before we get into this video, I would just like to ask you one thing, and that is if you would subscribe. If you look, it's sad to say, but there is a sad stat that 99% of people that watch these videos aren't subscribed, and I'd really appreciate it if you would just consider subscribing. Anyways, thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciated that, and now let's get back to the video. With my first tip, it is that you need to start sticking to one deck in the game. You need to find a meta deck, and you need to focus on upgrading that deck. It doesn't have to be like the best deck in the game, but a deck that has a good win condition in the game right now with a lot of good supporting cards. I would just find a deck that a top player uses. And I'm kind of going to combine this tip and 2 other tips all together. So I have 5 tips in this video, but 3 of them all really go together. And it's 1, find a meta deck and stick to that deck, because you need to upgrade one deck. Because you need to only focus on upgrading one deck so you can get your card levels up as fast as possible for the cards that you're using. You need to find a deck that you enjoy playing as well. Because yeah, you could find a really good deck, but if you really don't enjoy using that deck, you're just going to get burnt out very quickly and you won't really enjoy playing the game, which is really what matters most at the end of the day. So find a deck that you enjoy playing, because if not, you won't get to enjoy the high ladder gameplay. And lastly, in this kind of big mega tip, 3-part tip, is to learn your interactions with that deck, especially against cards that are very commonly used in other decks, especially in mid-ladder, and just some of the meta win conditions at the moment. So with your deck that you're starting to use, learn the best ways to counter Mega Knight, Hog Rider, Graveyard as best as possible. If you can start countering the cards that are giving you the most trouble, you will have a much easier time winning games. Now going on to my next tip, it is to start counting Elixir. Yes, a lot of people might not want to do this, but it's so helpful if you always know how much Elixir your opponent has. And if you don't know what I mean by counting Elixir, it's really simple. At the start of the game, you're both going to have the same Elixir, so when they play a card, subtract the amount of Elixir they use, so you know that the amount of Elixir they have, and kind of just keep track of that in your head. I know it sounds difficult, but it's really not. If you actually try it, it's a lot easier than it sounds. And yeah, so by doing this, you basically know when the perfect time is for you to push and go in. You know when you're gonna have the Elixir advantage, and you'll have the best chance to get a tower or do some good damage on their tower. And with my last tip, I know this is a given for a lot of you, but for some reason a lot of people just don't understand. You need to just play the game. Play the game a lot. And by a lot, I don't mean 5 hours a day. I mean maybe like an hour of games a day. Not even. Like you could play like 50 minutes, 45 minutes of Ladder or Path of Legends or whatever you're trying to push up every day, and you will get so much better so quickly. And this is important, yes, because you're getting better, but also because of season resets with Path of Legends. If you only play 1 or 2 games a day, the chances of you winning every game aren't going to be that high. And also, by the time you're really starting to get close to getting out of that mid-ladder range, the season resets and you're back to square one. Yeah, it sucks, but you have to actually play the game. Yes, this was a quick video, but there are reasons for it. I want to make my videos as concise as possible. If you've kind of noticed, I do make shorter videos, but this one I feel like is going to be really short. I guess we'll see. And also, I want to have an opportunity to make a part 2 to this video, mainly because I think I could think of more ideas, but I don't have them right now. So that being said, if we can hit 200 likes on this video, I will do a part 2 as soon as we hit 200 likes. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Once again, I would really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.